Pittsburgh. We spent last night in Harrisburg with Tom and Marsha, who are friends of my grandma. She went to school with Tom, and they asked us to come and stay for a night. And we had a lovely time in Harrisburg. Wasn't it good?
It was awesome.
And then today, they took us to Hershey, as in the chocolate bar. And we went and explored this whole town of Hershey, which I had never heard about, you'd never heard about. So the guy who, what was his name? Milton Hershey, who created Hershey chocolate bars, had all of this money. And so he decided to open a school for, at the time, orphaned boys. And he and his wife put all of their fortune pretty much towards opening this school for underprivileged boys. So they would come and they would get given food, and he built houses for them to live in, and all of their clothes and everything were provided. And it's pretty much grown and grown and grown over the years to the point where today 11,000 people have graduated from it, I think they said. So it's girls and boys now.
It's not just orphans now.
It's not just orphans, but it's largely underprivileged kids, or kids who come from homes where they don't have many opportunities, and they have all of these houses, really nice houses that have been built kind of around the campus, and they have 8 kids in each house or something.
Yeah.
And they have a house parent, a married couple that comes and lives and is the parent for all the kids in their house, and then they have relief parents over the weekend or something, and all of their clothes are provided for them, all of their food, the school is completely free, all of their medical care, their dental care, everything is free. And then when they graduate and they go to college, he said they have to pass certain milestones, or not milestones, but what did he call it, gates, certain things that they have to achieve during their schooling years. And then if they accomplish that, the school gives them each $95,000 to go towards their college tuition.
It's just crazy, how much of an impact a company like that could have on a community. It was a whole town that was just seemingly sponsored by Hershey, and not in a bad way. They've made this school for all these underprivileged kids, and it's completely free. And they put them through school, and they put them through university, all for free, just off the back of this chocolate company. It makes you think they're not even that big. Imagine what a Coca-Cola could do that doesn't do.
Yeah. And now we're on our way to Pittsburgh to see some of my family. So we've got 2 hours and 40 minutes left. And it's beautiful springtime here. It's lovely.
Show the driving view.
I'll show you the view.
It's so green.
So green. So how can you tell they're male?
If you see how it's in this way.
It's indented.
Yes, a little bit, not a huge amount, but that's what the difference is.
Yeah. We just visited Devil's Bathtub, which is in Southwest Virginia, and we found it, this like little watering hole on this beautiful hike, because I just finished reading a book called Demon Copperhead, which is like a contemporary retelling of David Copperfield. And I started this book in Canada, so this was purely coincidental. I thought it was in like a fictitious place, but turns out it's based in Southwest Virginia, and all of the places that they visited in this book are places that we were like in, and it's based in this tiny county in the middle of nowhere. It's meant to be like hillbilly town, you know, but all of a sudden it's like Hicksville, all of these little towns that were around, and we were looking for things to do, and I saw this Devil's Bathtub, and it plays like a huge part in this story. It's a great book. Everyone should read it. I loved it. It was awesome. But like, what a coincidence. And in the book they're like, oh yeah, this girl's thinking of moving to Norton to go to community college, which Norton is where we stayed last night. It was this tiny town, like
shithole. Absolute shithole.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
It was like less doing gimpy.
It's beautiful around here though.
Can I go?
You can go right on red, I think.
Right.
And Devil's Bathtub was awesome if you're ever in this part of the world. Why would you be? I don't know.
It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Well, we fogged up the windows in my old Chevy. I was willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. I dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for the minute. Yeah, went down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught.